Okay, so here's something that some buyers do, and you tell me if it's you, that is a really bad idea. It's kind of outsmarting yourself, and we call it timing the market. You're timing the market when you say, I'm going to move when something out there happens. Like, for example, I'm going to buy a house when rates fall below 6%. That sounds great, but here's the thing. You're not the only one with that idea. So once rates do fall below 6% and you decide you're going to go out and buy a house, it's not going to happen automatically. Everybody else got that idea too. And what ends up happening is that you have more competition, and the money that you thought you'd save by lower rates ends up going out the window because you're going to have to overpay because you've got more people competing with you for that low inventory, and it bids the prices up. We are in the United States right now 7 million housing units short of what we need to be. And it's especially pronounced in places like Westchester County, where I live here, because many of the communities are just about fully developed, and there's not a lot of available land, especially in southern Westchester, to build new subdivisions. Now, you might tell me, hold on, Phil, when rates fall, then the builders will build new homes and inventory will go up. Yes, eventually they will, but understand, when rates fall, yes, the builders will start the process, but did you ever build a house? For a subdivision to go in, it takes months and years. Filings have to be done, approvals have to be put in place, they have to get the roads paved. It's not going to happen in the next 90 days. It may happen in the next 2 years, and that's not going to help if you've got two adolescents are cramped in an apartment and they each want their own bedroom. The time to move is when it suits your housing needs. There's an old adage we say, marry the house, date the rate. And that is, as trite as it sounds, incredibly accurate. We are in a peculiar time in housing history because inventory is so low that any tick with interest makes a massive impact on the competition. And competition with low inventory, low supply, high demand is precisely why housing values are so completely out of whack. Now, will it work itself out in 5 or 10 years? Probably, it always does. But right now, if your housing needs are not being met, you got to put that ahead of having numbers behave a certain way on a spreadsheet. Okay? The most important thing is, can you afford the payment, and does this suit your housing needs? It's as simple as that. Even the insiders know that you can't time the market. It just never works out that way. My home, which I bought in 2007, I closed on it in June of 2007. You know what happened in July of 2007? The first subprime bank failed, and all the dominoes started to fall. And within probably 6 or 8 months, I'd lost $100,000 worth of value right away. Within a year, I probably lost more. But I'm still there, and I'm ahead of time. So it all worked out in the end. But I made the move because that's what my housing needs were. We had a 4th child, we needed a bigger house, and I have zero regrets. But I would hold myself up as a great example of, you can't time the market. So if you're thinking about moving, move because it suits your housing needs. Don't worry about being a savvy, sophisticated economic prognosticator who will pull the trigger when the financial markets behave a certain way. Nothing happens quickly in real estate. So if you think more builds or lower rates are suddenly going to happen and make your process easier overnight, you're very, very mistaken. Don't outwit yourself. Don't time the market. The time to move is when it suits your housing needs. I hope that helps. For more information, more of my thoughts, trite as they may be, log on to jphillip.com. Reach out for a no obligation, fully confidential consultation anytime. We are here to help.